I'm Sarah Forgany with your Tuesday headlines. Hold on to your hat today. Winds are very strong in San Antonio. That same system blowing now through our area caused a ton of damage in North Texas overnight. I want you to take a look at all that mess across the Metroplex. Parts of the Benjamin Moore paint warehouse collapsed in Louisville. You can see a massive hole on the side of that building. The strong winds also caused several trailers to flip over. Wind gusts were up to 55 miles per hour, according to officials there. In Denton County, wind gusts even reached 70 miles per hour. Here in Bexar County, they're taking no chances with dry and windy conditions. It's the perfect mixture for fires. In fact, wildland fire strike teams are ready to respond if anything sparks. Sarah Duran explains how they're preparing now for the worst.
2 strike teams will be out today. One team will be on the east side of the county while the other will be on the west side. We are told they will automatically dispatch to all grass fires until sundown. This is in response to 2 weather alerts for Bexar County, a red flag warning and a wind advisory, which includes all of south central Texas. While the alerts are only for today, this will likely be a trend going into spring. Part of the reason, rainfall during the winter months was lower than expected. Avoid outdoor burning today, keep cars off grass, and properly discard cigarettes. If a grass fire or wildfire does occur, Bexar County officials tell us strike teams will be ready to respond.
President Trump's tariffs are now in effect. Americans watching their wallets closely to see what happens now as big U.S. trading partners retaliate. Trump's tariffs include 25% against goods from Canada and Mexico and an additional 10% for China. The end result could potentially drive up the cost of a lot of goods for Americans, including a small car by an estimated $6,200 or a SUV by $9,000.
If you're building a house and you've got lumber that's coming in and from Canada, and it might take a while to show up in the price of the house. There are certainly houses for sale already. But if you've got something that's perishable, like let's say an avocado, that actually will show up pretty quickly.
Tariffs are expected to continue to be a top talking point tonight as President Trump addresses a joint gathering of Congress. The Trump administration also paused military aid to Ukraine after Friday's contentious meeting with President Zelensky.
The president has been very clear he wants the Ukrainians to come to the negotiating table. I think when the Ukrainians come to the negotiating table, everything is on the table.
President Trump's domestic agenda is expected to be front and center tonight as well, including efforts to shrink the size of the federal government, which so far has included over 20,000 employees being fired. In Texas, a debate over whether the 10 Commandments should be posted in schools. The Texas Senate is holding a hearing on bills that would require just that. Several lawmakers are in favor of the biblical laws to be displayed. And if approved, that bill would require a poster or framed copy of the 10 Commandments in all classrooms, and it would go into effect for the 2025-2026 school year. As for non-Christians, they would not be required to read it. On this Fat Tuesday, San Antonio is celebrating Mardi Gras. So if you want to get in on all the fun, there's a bunch of events happening here in town today. The Zulu Association is hosting its annual Mardi Gras celebration at the VFW Post 9186 on East White. Fiesta Texas is hosting its Mardi Gras festival until March 16th with parades, live jazz, and New Orleans-style food. For more information, go to kens5.com. Let the good times roll at Krispy Kreme today. Customers who come in wearing Mardi Gras beads could get a free original glazed donut. That deal is limited to only 1 donut per person and no purchase is necessary. And that is a look at your Tuesday headlines in KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Forgany. I'll see you tomorrow.
Stream news anytime. Download the KENS 5 Plus app today.